think you're going to find there will be minimum one player from Philly that he worked with and minimum one player from Denver that he worked with that end up on this football team, I would guess. And there are a few of them that are free agents, and so we're going to talk about them now at all three levels. First, on the defensive line, you got edge rusher. So even though he didn't work with the defensive line, you've heard him talk about as the passing game coordinator and everything that he does, and Fangio's praise for him. He was involved at all three levels of the defense and involved with all the different defenders because of naturally how he saw everything connecting and working together. So he still worked with a lot of the edge rushers. So you have two guys that he's been familiar with. One, very short time, but Jaelan Phillips. The question there is going to be, how aggressive is Philly in trying to keep him? So Philly gave up a decent amount of draft capital to go get him at the trade deadline, played really well, was an impact rusher for them, has been an impact rusher his whole career. Biggest question with him has been injuries. There was a time he was like a top 3 recruit in the country as a high schooler. Dealt with so many injuries at UCLA, he medically retired, then went to Miami and came back and then entered the NFL. So he's dealt with stuff for a long time, but that would be an area that would make some sense. 26 years old, really effective pass rusher when he's on the field. It's just a problem of keeping him on the field. And how much does Philly want to start a bidding war there? But if they're going to go get Max Crosby potentially, like Mike Garafolo's talked about, that probably changes things a little bit. Jaelan Phillips' teammate, former teammate, who didn't get traded, but was traded 4 years ago when Christian Parker was in Denver, and that's Bradley Chubb. So Chubb being a free agent now, Christian Parker was on staff for a year and a half with Chubb, and Chubb was not traded because he was a problem in Denver or they had some sort of big falling out with him as an organization. They just knew where they were as a team, where Chubb was at with his contract and things like that. They needed to make a move. So they ended up moving on from him. But that was somebody who Christian Parker would remember having success with for a year and a half and having him be a successful contributor to their football team.